Hello, everybody. How are we all tonight? So, at the end, well, in the course of the last little stream here, we hacked up and basically destroyed somebody when we were actually hoping to just make her be, a little bit more conducive to the public good, as it were, by not blackmailing one of the chief patrons of a hospital in the middle of a pandemic. And instead we basically neuralized her. So we then went around and cured pretty much all of Whitechapel. Whitechapel is looking much better now, with the exception of one cold that Loretta has managed to get. Something tells me that her little miracle snake oil cure is not going to actually, like, cure that cold. But we're still in critical level over here in Whitechapel. We need to get that higher. We need to be stable at the very least, I want to say. I'd like to end this game with everywhere being stable. I would like to be the vampire that single-handedly fights back the Spanish flu. Because, let's face it, that's kind of just, like, how we're living at the moment, so I'd like to make sure that we do that. There's also 3 people that we haven't encountered yet, so we don't know their status. So we got a couple of unknowns in here that we need to deal with. We even cured Father Whitaker here, who is an unrepentant douchebag. So yeah, that's the kind of person that we're being here. Now, there's one thing that I want to do before we get too deep into the play tonight. So let's see, I think it's about there that I have to go, I think. But the thing is, I have never been in the West End, possibly even in real life, speaking as an Englishman who has been to London on several occasions. So we had to go through here, past the dispensary, and get into the West End. West End is ostensibly about level 10-ish in terms of danger. We're currently level 12. Hopefully that will be sufficient. And can I change that? Yes, I can change these around quite a bit. Okay, so let's exchange Blood Barrier for either Shadow Veil or Shadow Mist. Which do we think? Let's take Shadow Veil there. And we don't really use Spring, so let's replace that with Shadow Mist. Shadow Veil is ostensibly the thing that allows us to, like, be invisible for a fair bit. We could also use Coagulation, but I don't know. Let's keep that for right now. And we don't have an ultimate just yet. Okay. Meow. Hey, Zorana. Ants ruined a loaf of French bread. Oh dear. In this day and age. I did a whole ton of cleaning and, like, poisoning in the kitchen. We haven't seen the ants since, but I don't think that means they're necessarily gone. You found out when you're about to get a sandwich. Oh, that's the worst time. Okay, District State Serious. Should hopefully be considerably better once we've actually dealt with it ourselves. That, however, is presuming that people don't get... Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This guy doesn't like us anymore in the slightest bit because we hacked up. I'm trying... How's your health?
My dear colleague.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit, like, chuffed that she's sick, considering that she's peddling snake oil in the middle of an epidemic. Just, like...
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm not against a second opinion, Dr. Reed.
Well, let's do some empirical testing, shall we? But also I have the meds, so...
Well, there
fine.
you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
Back to feeling pity for Jonathan's poor knees. I mean, he does fairly okay with that. And I don't think we have anything else in here that we can, yeah, just pile of
Goodbye,
secrets.
Miss Swanborough.
Could Mesmerizer,
Perhaps we'll
would
talk
probably
again.
be in the public good, but we're in essence trying to do a bloodless run of a vampire game. We're trying to only take blood from people that are actively trying to kill us. Which means we are probably not going to be mesmerizing a whole ton of people.
I cannot enter.
From that side... Ooh, shiny. It's a bin. What do you have, magic bin? You have grease and screws. Okay, some greasy screws here. Oh, you don't look... Has that just been left here? Would I play again with a bloody root? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not on stream, I'll say. Because more or less, like, this isn't... I don't feel like this is a game where what you do or do not do is, like, of that level of paramount significance. Let's see, which way do I have to go? Okay, back and to my left, facing there. Okay. So if I go this way and hang a left, I should be able to get into West End. Nope, not there. I know what's there. Yeah, that's the dispensary, or what used to be the dispensary. This should be the way to West End, which we might have actually marginally already been through. Okay, which button did I pick for Veil? 4. Okay. So let's just go in busy mode. Where's my target? Target is this way. But it looks like it might be a pain in the neck to get there. I want to check if I'm on the right track, but also I don't want to get horrifically murdered if my blood runs out while I'm doing this. Okay. Let's have a look. Have a butcher's. How in the butt did I go that wrong? I need to run the other side of the dispensary. Okay, right. Well, we've confirmed that Shadow Veil is useful, at the very least. Oh, it's on a cooldown.
Bloody monster!
I should not have turned it off. Oh dear. If you don't think you're doing more vampire once you're finished, you have 2 games to recommend. Coincidentally, also have legs. There's a variety of games I could play. Are there 2 markers? That might be... Yeah, messing with my navigation a bit. That's probably it. Okay, that away. Okay. Now, where am I here? Okay, just to the right. Need to take the first on the right, left thingy, whatever. So there's that. Would you believe, on like family outings, I was usually the navigator. Oh, I need to go through there. Ah, right. I wonder if it's easier to go via the hospital then. Because we don't have that gate yet. Don't suppose I can, like, fast travel. Yeah, I used to be like the navigator. I still honestly don't know why. It's just a matter of things, I guess. Could you... If you go straight up, then you can absolutely... No? Okay. I don't suppose there's a jumping point that we can get to warp. Nope. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go through there. From Pembroke. And open that door. Am I going to the wrong place? No, I'm taking the... I'm, like, at the right place, right there. It's just, it's locked from that... It's locked from this side, so I need to go to this side via possibly this route. It's either this route or via this route from the hospital. So, back to the hospital I go. cured her, so consequently, she should recover, and consequently will give Whitechapel some even higher stability. Yeah. Can't go that way yet. Oh, I intend to discover, if we can. Where's for the quest moderation? Can I even open this gate? Yes, I can. We'll clean up Whitechapel yet. Ooh, gubbins. Gubbins in a bin. Aluminium powder and shards. Ooh. That sounds pleasant. Do I need to go up this way? I don't think so. Just around here. Probably. It's probably to our benefit that evidently London is just perpetually cloaked in smoke. Then again, we canonically also work at night. Okay. So to get to that part, we need to go along here and over the bridge, which is actually, yeah, it's just over side of the hospital. So let's see if we can get that gate open at the very least. Excuse me, don't mind me, just in a hurry. Bridge should be this way. Yeah, there it is, just up there. Because there is a thing that I desire to achieve. And it requires... Ooh, that's pleasant.
Sure! Step away! Mine!
Gladly. Okay, West End, here we are. Oh, butts. Of course there's more of you. Don't mind me. No, it ain't. Totally ain't. It's totally safe. Don't worry about him. Oh good, they don't chase very far. I can hear him running up behind me, and I went the wrong way. Okay. Think we dealt with that. Would you believe the things I'm going through for? Well, what I'm looking for will become significantly more clear as we get there. Suffice it to say, I'm being a very responsible vampire. Man runs into your patrol, and when you yell at him, he instantly disappears. I mean, that's aggressive compliance, isn't it? Okay, there's dudes that way, and they're...
It's locked, all right.
That. I think that's the way we have to go. It's... No, that might not be the way that we have to go. Or actually, no, we have to go through here and to up... Damn. I wonder... Could this be, like, the only way through, then? If that'll even let us through. Because I need to be in this area to get to that. To get to here. Dang and blast. Okay, let's continue the main quest and see if that pays dividends at all. If I can remember where the bridge was. This way. With all the dudes that I left very much alive.
This one's mine!
Don't mind me. This is going to be an incredibly convenient ability. Except for the fact that it takes another minute for it to cool, like, for it to warm back up after I stop using it. That's less convenient. I wonder, if we get places to be stable, does that mean we don't have enemies in them? Probably not, if I had to guess. Warp? Warp, please? Warp? No? Right, there we go. Okay, do you need to tell Edgar about Vasily's blood? It's filthy. Have you seen the containers we're keeping it in? Ugh. Okay, Edgar, if you have company, then kindly put it away and pull your trousers up. Thank you.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
I
This
already
strain
know.
of flu. It's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
Some sort of difference in France, so obvious. Analyze the blood. Let's go with that.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
Huh.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur?
I mean, we can try.
Oh, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us.
Cure
a
people,
weapon of
then
choice.
get.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
Can we do that after the pandemic? I may turn London into my realm. I mean, I could say I've thought about it, but that I'm going to take a wild guess and say the game's going to interpret that as an I've been tempted kind of thing. So, I'm going to go with 2D. I'd like to, like, cut the difference between these two, but...
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
True,
We'll discuss
let's
this more
do that
later.
once we don't have
Thank
an
you for your
ongoing
time.
pandemic.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
Is my sister dead?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister.
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Attend Mary's funeral. I mean, I don't think I'm officially dead, so that shouldn't... It'll be awkward as hell, but it shouldn't be too... troublesome, I think. But, okay, so... Reach the Stonebridge Cemetery. Where is the Stonebridge Cemetery? Just right there? Okay. And I had a side quest, but I don't know. But I could have sworn she was just like... The character it's referring to, I'm pretty sure was like actually in this cemetery, so it's probably okay to go there. Perhaps just be invisible for it? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Anyone seen the movie Daybreakers? Yes, I have. It's a decent movie, although I think there was like a follow-up to that was either a TV series or an additional movie that was not quite as good.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Well. Oh, sickness is pretty high here in Pembroke. That's gonna go down below stable pretty swiftly. We need to deal with that. Unknown, you have a cold. Okay. You have fatigue. 2 fatigue, 1 cold. 3 fatigue, 1 cold. 4 fatigue, a cold, and a migraine, and something we don't know yet with Milton. Well, that'll be our little end of stream objective, I suppose. Oh, just new dialogue available with Dr. Swansea, apparently. Not quite sure how I placed one there, but okay. Yeah, Xiaoshun, I don't know where they are, because I'm pretty sure they were in the graveyard, and they might have gotten bugged. Yeah? No, I think I might need to be... No? Okay, I might be barking up the wrong tree. Ooh, lead. Just some lead rods just lying about. Okay. Fine by me, I guess. Enter at your own risk. I mean, I've been here a fair bit already. Oh hey, it's the risk. Really? Is there like a minimum? Ow! Do you mind? I need to remember to like use my secondary quite significantly because it gives me blood. Do you mind? I'm attending it. I have a pending social engagement, lads. I'm rather indisposed. Do you think these are guys have ever killed a non-vampire? Not inconceivable. If that was locked, then... If the only way through here is locked, then how do I get back over? That'll do the trick. I don't need to munch on a rat right now. Right now, I am perfectly fine to not be munching on rats. Yep, typical London weather here. And here's the old road, which should lead to the graveyards. At least I think so. I don't know what you mean. Okay, I'm gonna run out of invis very soon. Oh boy. Right side is, that does not take very much in the way of blood to actually activate. That was a big tell. There we go. And a combat cheat code turn invisible? Yeah. Okay. And here's the graveyard. So, where was Xiaoshun?
Mother, why have you come here?
I mean, that part we know.
Proving far worse than I imagined.
We know why you're here, why she's here.
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait.
But I...
Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
I mean, I'm here. now what's? Quest marker still says here. Oh, right, different cemetery. Can I not enter there yet, then? Guess I have to take a different route out of Pembroke Hospital. Drat. That means I have to go back all the way. Because there's not really any fast travel in this game. As far as I'm aware. Nope, do not need the rats. Do not need the rats. So... this way? I guess? It's just tinkering with the vampire blood to cure illness. Very sketchy. Yes, incredibly sketchy, in fact. There's a whole ton of potential factors there that could turn out very much in an unintended fashion. It's sort of like, it's, I'm trying to figure out what a decent analogy here is,
Over there! There's one of them vermin! There's one of them!
there's, it's using one, like, you need one, it's like using 5 different potential factors mixed together to cure one thing, essentially. Oh, I can stun them while I'm invisible. Convenient to know. I don't really want to turn it off until I know I'm not going to run into anybody. I think I'm good. Okay. Now which way? Hang a left up here. Okay. I really am just using invisibility as a cheat code. Lets us get through places so much easier. Okay, and then from here, through there. Yeah, we just have to approach it from a different direction. Because it won't let us go through the main, I think that's the main entryway of the Stonebridge Cemetery, I don't know. But I do need to reach there. You end up with the entire population being vampiric and you are stuck for food. Okay, so the other routes is down this way and through there. I could also get some dialogue out of Swansea if we felt so obliged. Quite an issue. That's been a recurring thing for a long time at the very least with vampire media, which is a question of if they are so smugly superior, what happens if they actually take over? And the answer is frequently they kind of have to start being very careful with how they handle stuff. Because humans, of course, have, like, livestock and farms in place. Not quite so the case with vampires. Yeah, I'm here. There we go. Thank you.
Sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Okay. 87 meters this way. But it should. It also depends on how vampires are turned. True. There's a fair few occasions where it can be done entirely accidentally. You're doing pretty good for blood right now. Ooh, you can jump. Okay. I do like the auto targets, because the camera in this game can be a little wonky. Just a little wonky. Okay, I'm just doing like groundskeeping here before my sister's funeral. That's all I'm doing here. Anybody else drop gubbins? Yeah. Yeah, you did. Okay, Xiaoshun. Oh, hello. I actually didn't see you guys here. I'm gonna have to autophagy momentarily. Oof, little beefy. Okay, put some of that blood to use. Okay, 44 meters this away. Should be able to find Xiaoshun. Hopefully. Ah, there you are, madam.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way
Happy
to
full of
remember
HMV.
my dear Matthew.
Okay, new hint. Ooh. Couldn't find the strength to leave her husband's tomb. Physically or emotionally?
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence.
You're not gonna find that here, I'm afraid. There's a lot of here, 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 here. It's one of these. It's worse when you are alone, or sadness can be a terrible trap. I mean, we do all grieve in our own way, but I feel like that's giving into here. Those dudes eating people behind you. I literally saved her from like 3 of those guys. Like, worse when alone.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you.
Honestly,
for
I'm
your
surprised she's still
sincere
alive.
Words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
How about your husband's
Tell
death?
me how your husband died.
Was
Xiao.
that necessary?
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me
There you go.
apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming.
Mind
To
all,
have
the,
lost
mind all
him
that
so
fire.
quickly,
Vampires have
even before
vulnerability to it.
realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort.
Hey, he's a cartoon.
Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Why do you blame yourself?
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't
Spanish
realize
flu
the
predates the
gravity
AIDS
of his
epidemic, by the way.
situation until it was
The
too
AIDS
late.
crisis.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this
Still playing
awful
Animal
disease.
Crossing? Ooh.
It can take the
That's
strongest
the
man in
one
just
with
a
like
couple
the
of
Animus
days.
where you go back in
Never
time
said goodbye to
somewhat
Matthew.
and like simulate history
we
or
never
stuff. I
realized
think.
how
I can't
bad
remember.
it was.
Never played it.
We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Hui. There's a sentence. Okay. Feels guilty for not spying her husband's condition. Died of a disease. Namely, the obvious disease. Healthy! Hooray!
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Yeah. Okay. That's a sentence. It's not highlighted in red with the, like, Y symbol, so this isn't like a pick this and you can't choose differently later. I'm curious to find out what this does. Not generally a thing you bring up.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
That was
I
not
am
the least bit what that
But I
thing
still
told me
need
you were gonna
blame
say.
someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me
Okay,
this?
that's a little better.
Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing
Ah yes,
that with me,
Raid
Dr.
Shadow
Reed.
Legends.
Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Okay, don't know that I necessarily need to mesmerize you, but here we go.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank
I
you
will
for
say
your
I am sending you
honesty
back to
and your
Whitechapel,
wisdom.
which isn't exactly the
Thank you
safest
for
place in
your
the world right
company,
now, but...
Shashun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel.
Almost guaranteed.
Goodbye for now.
I don't think I need to ask that one, but we might as
You
well.
realize you can't stay here forever, don't you?
Why? Why?
I think I've already completed the quest, but now it's actually giving me a one-way ticket here. Sorry if I agree. Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's
did
just
just-
say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Okay, that's everything.
Goodbye
I think.
for now.
Discreetly attend.
You can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Ma'am, that's a door. If it starts talking to you, I might have some medication that you'll be needing. Just let you know. Her hat is very clean for a gross Red Chapel. I mean, you're not wrong. Her husband might just be buried here. It's not necessarily the case that her husband was died in a favorable location. Like, a lot of people are being buried
Since I
right
can't
now.
reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I mean, again, I don't think anybody knows you're dead. But sure, I guess. Also, I can just stay invisible pretty much indefinitely. Is her husband dead? As far as I know, dead.
resurrection and the life.
Ooh, small toilet.
He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend
That is
unto thy hands
demonstrably
of mercy,
false.
most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
That is an interesting design of umbrella. It's got like multiple layers.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic,
There
madam.
we have it.
Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Wow. I'm not even out of render distance. I am not the least bit occluded. I'm just blatantly there.
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
It is kind of rainy. I mean, it's not that rainy.
If I could only change one thing. One thing.
They look up, they get rain in their eyes. They had an
This
umbrella.
is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
I'm kind of curious about her outfit, honestly.
What brings you
Like,
here?
is that a vest with like a
I thought you
men's
could
shirt
use
over
the
top?
company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Sounds like a bad joke. I feel like a hypocrite. She was kindness incarnate. Oh, looks like his nose had been broken at some point. Yeah, quite probably. I'm gonna go kindness.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered. And it haunts me.
Yikes.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
Learning it every night. I mean, we're not. This feels like the very. That feels like the what is it? Paragon versus Renegade option. Because we're actively avoiding eating people. Tell me how. Very neutral. How can I is a bit mopey. There might be a good market for vampire therapists. I found my calling. Sure.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're
Whoop,
doing the
camera zoom.
work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Follow your advice.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Like, she's trying to be helpful, genuinely.
But
so.
be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St.
murder
Mary's
is getting
Church is
pretty
not
good
far
for us.
from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Oof. Have to be a personal clinic so the government doesn't get suspicious. There's a word you can't remember. Private practice? Is that what you're thinking of? I'm not sure. Okay, so reach St. Mary's Church, which is all the way over here. Oh, that's the one that Whitaker's always out. Okay. Well, tally-ho, we have currently nowhere else to be. Whoop. Acme Furniture. So yeah, now we know why Xiao Shun's
And
husband
off
was
to the
buried here.
church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Hello?
are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Oh, you're a biggin. You're a really big dude.
Not a approve of
Jesus.
wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them,
Jesus.
or I shall return as your judge and jury.
He's like the vampiric equivalent of the Grey Hulk. Jesus.
Immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
How big was that dude?
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
No, you haven't. There we go. Boss calling it now? I mean, virtually inevitably, I'm gonna say. But I wasn't expecting that kind of size difference. Like, he looked big enough when he came down from the ledge there, and then the camera showed us both, and it was like a scene out of Lord of the Rings. And I was the Hobbit. Can I even walk on the sanctified ground? How is this law working? Actually, I suppose technically a cemetery can be
Yes?
sanctified.
What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son.
5'11".
I'm still quite awake, having just
What,
returned
like
from a
John
few-
is 5'11",
Yes,
or
I
that
know.
guy was 5'11"?
I've forgotten what I wanted.
Because if that guy's 5'11", John is my
don't
height.
know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat
John
perturbed.
is 5'11".
I haven't the
Okay,
strength
just shy of
to
6'1".
cross the threshold.
So that guy's
I
gotta be
wish to
pushing
pray,
8.
to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
Ah yes, social distancing. Personal matter.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
I'm gonna say late
There are no
7-ish,
secrets from
like
God,
feet
my son.
tall. I'm gonna say
If
that
your
guy was
heart needs
like definitely
comfort,
pushing 8 feet tall.
consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
Bleh.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures.
Then I
Whatever
have good news.
tell
You
me
have no work tonight.
between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son.
Could we do this
Tell me what
away
burden-
from the
With
street?
whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
I mean, surely everybody would know this. But
She has been laid to rest. That's all you need to know.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
have you
Ask your
eaten anybody
question,
lately?
Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I mean, Damn.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live
Glad
your
we
life
didn't give a
in the
name,
way she
because
would
that wasn't quite what I was going to say. But alright. Phew. Back to
Whatever
Edgar.
happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Trying not to be like Redditor atheist with you, dude, but you're kind of making it a little hard. Hello. Oops to you.
Good evening, Doctor.
Ah,
Can I help
Clayton.
you?
Good to see you. How you doing?
Do you need assistance? Save your time for the people who need you here, Doctor.
Good to know.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
That's literally all I need to know. Just making sure everybody's healthy. Okay, so we're back here. I don't think we're going to be able to get into the West End yet. Where did we get to before it shut us out? Because we went down that way. Was it somewhere like around here? Maybe it was this. Maybe I was just completely lost. Who knows? Priest stuck to not saying anything to law. Good to know.
Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Girl. I'm not gonna criticize you for your like possibly last resort occupation, but well, actually no. In her case, we know it was last resort. Well, I'm in a wailing mood.
The beast must die.
Filthy murdering bastard! Fear no evil! We do the Lord's work here!
Ah! Watch it! It's a killer!
Not quite sure what you're trying to shoot at me, but it's not working very well for you. Oh, and there's some skulls over there as well. Because I can hear them. Anybody got some money for the troll under the bridge? Kind of weird because there wasn't any sacraments. I mean, with that guy, yeah, we weren't even, like...
Over there!
Shh, only dreams now.
Die, vermin!
I are here to step back!
Woof. Dude, dost thou mind?
Shall prevail!
Oh my god!
Nope, not tonight. What level am I? Because I'm just, like, slaughtering these guys now. Like, I feel like I must have dinged at some stage. Hey, Crimson. So pictures of automatic holy water dispensers and you can't forget that they exist. Yep. I mean, give humans a problem and they'll inevitably find some way to deal with it.
Pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Hello? Oh boy, we're doing the full-blown, like, Bram Stoker bit here. Hi?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Okay, we have a decent idea of what you are, which is to say an elder. So why me?
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
Ah, capitalism.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Okay.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
First, a nap. Because you've had a night. Okay, I'd like to unlock an ultimate. Only question being, what? Blood Cauldron sounds messy, but pretty sweet. Abyss might be a bit cool, like, more visual, though. What do you think? Abyss or Blood Cauldron? Also, I'm curious to see what the upgrades are for Shadowvale. 2.5 stamina when using stand, 5 stamina when walking. Recovery rate is significantly increased by about 10. We can increase stun damage when we catch people unawares. We can really get, if we get to there, then we'll hit the minimum on recovery. 1,000 points for that. I see, let's see, Blood Cauldron sounds metal as heck, and 1 vote for Abyss. So, even tiding currently. I think I'm just gonna upgrade my, Shadowvale, because we're getting so much use out of it anyways. For the moment. What's the third ult? Rage. We just go Bestial, but since we don't really use melee weapons anyway, it's not that kind of a problem. Okay, that looks fine. Whitechapel. Cured. Good, we're into the serious territory now. So if we keep everybody healthy, we should progress into stable. We do need to make sure that Pembroke stays there. Ducks are fine. We need to treat them for fatigue. And West End. We have no knowledge of the West End. We haven't been there yet. Yeah. Wait. Rage is just you go absolutely feral. That's just it, more or less. Which isn't quite our build here. Okay. Let's see what Edgar has to say for us.
Only the Brotherhood can save London from implosion.
He's got somebody getting in again.
Their return. Kill them all.
London will succumb if there's another bloodbath.
Some very interesting pillow talk, but okay.
We got the card. God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
I will say, you have quite the grasp of metaphors.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground.
Is it?
And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Cool. Dude, do not give me palpitations like that. I still don't know if I can tread on holy ground.
Bad news. Bad news.
We know the power of Christ will compel me, but
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked.
Sorry,
we have
what?
injured patients, at least 1 dead and several missing.
oh no.
This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
No. No. Confidence must be restored.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
Be a Castlevania thing,
This
God is not in
hospital
this
is their
house.
only hope.
Oh.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned the dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She
Oh.
was Miss Harriet Jones.
Oh dear.
found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty
Harriet
nurse
Jones,
is
former Prime
taking
Minister.
care of the mess.
I will
Very
help.
well. I'll
That's
help.
literally my
I
job.
know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity.
Which
Do you
technically is
realize
accurate.
what that could mean for us?
Well, I say technically, that's literally what Lady Ashbury's been doing. They are not far wrong. Yeah. I'm a video game protagonist, so I'm guessing I can protect you all. But I probably wouldn't say that in character, so... They'll not attack? They attack on sight more often than they talk. So... I think the answer here is genuinely they're not far wrong.
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Well, put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. Sad saint of East End. Oh yes, also, do you have more stuff to talk about?
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
Yee. I met the strangest creature. To enter a church is difficult. There
I
we go.
recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Science can't explain this. No.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
Who is that man?
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewen.
Blimey.
I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
And what exactly is their goal,
What do
if I
they
may
hope
ask?
to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country.
Well, butts.
They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
I mean, on a small level. Do they know I'm here?
They
I
know
mean,
I'm
I
here
presume
now, don't
now,
they?
yeah.
I can guarantee one thing. The Guard of Prewen would never dare to attack the hospital while I'm in charge here.
Well, that's confidence personified.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
We need more doors.
Are you sure it was Hampton who killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
And how did
How did the
Prewen-
Guard of Prewen come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
Right.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked
Absolute
me
unit.
and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
He was really menacing? Yeah, let's
He
go
was
with that.
observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
I mean, I can take a guess.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would
Like,
greatly
would struggle
appreciate
to
any
fit in a
information
taxi,
you
to say
could
the least.
spare.
Would struggle to fit in a double-decker with the first floor removed.
Thank you, Edgar.
Okay. So we need to make sure we've got a bunch of cures.
Sean
for
Hampton
fatigue.
lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Let's see if we can grab some materials as well. Just while we're running around. Promise it's for the good of the hospital that I'm just nabbing all this stuff. So what was it? We need 1 for a cold and 4 for a fatigue, I think it was. Let's see what we can do. Out of fatigue. Let's make it 5 just to be on the safe side. And 1 for cold. Now we're missing some more specialist ingredients. Otherwise, there was a person with a migraine. Remember that. Don't think there was anything else. Okay. Let's. Yeah, we've got 2 for a headache. Leave that alone for now. That should be everything that we need. Oh, we could upgrade a weapon. We keep using this common machete. Can we upgrade that to a common machete? Oh wait, no, to enhanced damage or enhanced handling. God, I've stockpiled so many. The Liston knife seems the best idea. I think. So, let's grab that. So let's see, enhanced handling, increased blood absorption. Yes, please. And then I'm out of lead sticks. Okay. Right, let's go cure the sick. So chilly tonight, you're bundling up? Ooh, stay cozy. Okay, people that we need to cure. A lot of them. So let's see. Whomst. Beatrice, Pippa, Milton, Gwyneth, Ackroyd, and Thatcher.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Medicine.
Not under my watch, nurse.
Not on my watch. You actually said it. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Will there be a break at any point, by the way? Yeah, we usually only break on the Tuesday streams because staring at code for over an hour is actually bad for your eyes. So.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Not tonight. Okay, 1 down. Ooh, that's blood.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, it was the gossip. Right, that's who Harriet was. Doris Fletcher and Sappho. Who am I? I don't know that movie, but I can I can hazard a guess as to its contents. Ah, hello.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
You're
Goodbye,
not looking
Dr.
forward.
Strickland.
Can you go order pizza? Okay, enjoy pizza.
I'm quite busy right now.
There you are. Okay,
Do you
diagnosis.
need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Okay, well here's some time.
And you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Doctor.
It is actively being done so right
I don't
now.
see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okay. I think almost everybody else is going to be out the front. No, because Beatrice will be just over here probably. Yeah, there you are.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you
how about
require
let's talk about
medical
you?
attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Okay, here's some meds.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
I work here. I'm making it better.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Through sheer brute force, I am making it better. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody else is... Sorry, what? I'm trying to... Okay, I do have a reflection. For a second there, I thought I was just seeing an empty coat. Oh, that would have been strange. Big fluffy socks? Ooh. Fun. Okay, everybody else is likely to be around the front side of the hospital. We're right here. Hello? Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Have the heating on and you're still cold? Oh dear. Hope it warms up soon. I mean, I get the distinct feeling finding Sean is going to be very straightforward. Oh jeez, did cause a commotion though. Criminy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about
Raises
you,
Valley,
Dr.
how do
Reed.
vampires
I'm
shave?
Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
I guess you could theoretically do it with pressure, and also, like...
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job.
I think this
Don't judge
predates
me,
the safe
and I won't
razor,
judge
but
you.
also vampires heal
I'm not sure
quickly.
I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I have literally no use whatsoever for ranged weapons at this point.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
I mean, that's just standard, like, consequence, really.
Our job brings
If
us
one
into
will deal in
contact
luck,
with
one
all
will get
kinds
mucky.
of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often.
Technically, I have a chronic illness.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay. Who's next? We can find Oswald. He's up with a migraine. You're recovering. Good. You're recovering. You're recovering. Anemia. I missed anemia for Harvey. Okay. But I can get Oswald and Gwyneth. If I can find them.
Hey, Doc.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
You're not who I'm after. I don't think you're who I'm after either, but yeah.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald.
Oh. Great, you know where he is.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up
something I have on hand.
Getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Oh, good. What is it? What do you have? A cold. Hey, I have a spare.
Some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Grand.
Goodbye,
Where is he?
Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Where is Oswald? Out of curiosity. Like, do you know? Because I have some meds for him.
Good evening, sir.
Oh.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
I like you. You are healthy, apparently.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
So if you happen to, like, see any of the nurses, I'm kind of missing one at the moment. I presume she's around somewhere, but who knows. Okay, so we met somebody brand new and cured them. Still need to find you for a migraine, though. Your blood quality is very low. Ooh, look at that. But we have nonetheless cured 5 people. Or treated, I should say. Treated 5 people. Can I make... Do I have anything for anemia? Let's find out. Convenience personified. Anemia. There you are. Okay, something for Harvey. Still got 2 for fatigue. Okay. And might as well make 1 for sepsis in case we encounter somebody that needs it. Okay, Harvey should be ground floor. Should be, being the operative word. Who knows? Why not stock up on 1 of each? Because I already have more than 1 of that, and we can see exactly what's needed, and we've met pretty much every person around here. There's only a few that we haven't got details on yet. Don't think that's Tippets. That's Tippets. There he is. Corcoran. Oh, what a lovely name. Exhausting himself and refuses to stop working, but apparently currently is healthy. Hey Mar, how you doing? Okay, we are looking for a nurse, everybody. An elder nurse with glasses. Nope, that's Pippa. Elder nurse with glasses. Harvey, hey.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Can't speak to that, can't fix this.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Everyone's very busy, but nonetheless, we're trying to get to everybody.
You are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any
Usually
good.
out front? That's worrying.
Perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
There we go.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Sodium hydrochloride. Nice. UI's looking fancy in the new crafting system? Oh, in the new Various Oddities one. Yeah, there was meant to be a Various Oddities out showcase yesterday, but I have spent almost an entire week working on that. Like, getting it really spiffy. It's possibly the most convoluted, well, the most complex, I'm gonna say. Not necessarily convoluted, but that's definitely the most complex UI I've possibly ever made. Okay, where... So I just need this. Actually, I can talk to you, I should.
Good evening, sir.
Just so I have an eye on you.
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Oh, you have anemia. I don't have any anemia treatment on me. Hang on. UI designs what you're interested in on the back after a while. UI design for me is one of the least... It's intriguing making things look nice, but I am terrible at graphics coding. For whatever reason, graphics programming just does not stick in my head at all, and it very nearly cost me my entire university degree. My entire bachelor degree nearly came down to that. But it's fun to make work. Okay, can I make anemia? Pneumonia, neuralgia, anemia. Yeah. I don't think I can make much more, so this is gonna have to be it. Let's get you healthy, fit as a fiddle. Make sure Pembroke Hospital is gonna stay stable for a fair bit. Perhaps even better. But still no sign of Gwyneth. Or Oswald, for that matter. Let's see, you were end of a hospital, end of a corridor, weren't you? Next question, which corridor? Not this one. So on Visual Basic with panels and hotbars. Oh lordy, remember those.
It's here again.
There you go. Okay,
Good
we go.
evening, Mr.
I have medicine
Dean.
for you.
Soldier.
Not really. I think you caught something in...
Here.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
It'll help, at the very least.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Okay. Top row, all good. Middle row, as far as we can tell, all good. Yep, you're good, you're good. These two are the last one. Fatigue and migraine. Where is Nurse Brannigan?
The suffering continues.
Where is Nurse Brannigan? Seen Pippa. Always wanted to dabble in code, but maths are not your strong suit. You can do a lot with very, very minimal math inside of programming. Like, the vast majority of what I do is logic-based more than mathematics. Mathematics makes it really shine, true, but you really don't need much. I cannot find Nurse Brannigan. Drive by restock. Hey, but have you seen Nurse Brannigan?
Good evening, Nurse Hawk.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion?
This is where we find out Brannigan's missing.
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Staring at the camera there, Pippa. Staring at the camera. Saves beds for patients who can pay. It's not very doctorly. Prevent disease. Do not cough in public. Yep. We're kind of there, aren't we? I can't find Nurse Brannigan. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh, thank God. Cutscene. Game? Game?
Good evening.
Oh, thank God.
Good evening, Doctor.
I've been worried there.
Do you require medical assistance?
Spent half an hour looking for you and the game crashes when I first talked to you. Medicine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Games have always been an interest of mine. I love seeing what's behind it. Yeah. See what's behind the curtain. I love that.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you
I love seeing what's under the hood of things. Like, figuring out how the magic trick was done. Like, seeing how the clockwork winds in a clock. Okay, so the last person, then, is Thatcher. Where are you, Thatcher? Because then I can actually go on my main quest and be sure that Pembroke Hospital will be fine the next time I wake up. What was I say? Was that a leg? No, it's just a whole ton of blood. Yeah, so. What a convenient little back space there. Okay, Doctor. Maybe Ashbury. Where is Thatcher? A chair for some. Could somebody put like an awning over? Actually, no, it's probably ruined already. Like, just lovely piece of furniture there, just completely wasted already. You down here, Thatcher? There you are, I think.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Well, good to know. Let me help you with that.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
Let me see if I can help you with that.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
Because I'm a vampire.
You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
There you go.
Goodbye,
okay.
Mr. Thatcher.
That is all of Whitechapel and all of Pembroke cured of all known ailments. Whoo-hoo. Every single person, either healthy or recovering. With 2 people that I haven't spoken to, one of whom is a doctor and one appears to be a patient, which I think I know which one that is. But for right now, let's see about finding Mr. Hampton. Vampires, but they believe like snakes. I don't know what that means, but that does sound adorable. Vampires, but they're almost identical to like regular humans, except that they do the like over-the-top vampire stereotype actions. Hello, Mr. Skull, have you seen somebody for me? There we go. And those upgrades definitely help. Yay! Monies. Just casually teleport across the dock. Just to grab a few coins. Snake, Blab, and Raggle. Ah! Thatcher would be related to Margaret. It's not inconceivable, but I don't think so, somehow. Nor do we necessarily want to go down that road of discussion. Limehouse. Where am I now? Oh, I'm in a very different part of the map here. Hello, anybody? If this game had a more complex morality system, I should not loot everything in this room. But it doesn't. So, oh god, a cover letter, someone's looking for a job. Lime docks, do they store limes? Probably more likely, it refers to a rock than a fruit. So is there people here I need to cure? The docks, there is. Yes, there we are. There are people I need to cure over here, but this place is currently stable. Yeah, limestone, Serrana. Gather information about Sean Hampton's location. Oh, this seems like an opportunity to get to know people and find out how many I need to cure.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox.
Oh.
So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Actually, I'm just looking for somebody.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Oh, and how are you for medicine? You're healthy,
Miss
apparently. Good to know. Stay healthy, please.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely amok.
Yeah. I'll go to, so they already. Oh.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
Sabrina, really?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You'd best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Dear God, you are the hammiest thing alive.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
What do you know? He's right.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
Oh no!
Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden
It's
of
your
the
cousin
East End.
Frogmorton.
A vampire hunter?
He did an ollie over a vampire once.
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm
Yes.
not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Yes,
Mr.
exceedingly.
Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Oh boy. We have to, like,
Have you heard of
hear
the
about
God
you.
of Pre-
Oh god.
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Huh. So you don't?
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Aha, and also possibly having the strength of 10 men.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter.
You wouldn't know about it.
They're more of a sanitary militia.
If he was real, I would not stand him. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about your work.
How exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Oh lord, how do I identify a vampire? Oh lord, yeah, let's hear this one.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Oh, you poor
Can I
child.
help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Oh, God. Oh, it's
What can
it's
you
wonderful.
tell me about this
It's
neighborhood?
wonderful.
Did
We
you
have a
hear about
side
what
quest to
happened
put
to
up
Jack Gillingham?
anti-vampire posters.
Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Not unlike the rodents. Ooh, we have a hint. Believes vampires have killed Jack. Okay, I don't think I needed that hint, but okay.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Right.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Good to know. Also, you're an utter sop.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Like, I guarantee you this dude, like, shrieks and wails and flees the first time he finds anything that's actually a vampire. I guarantee it.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
It's interesting to remember that this game takes place on a day-by-day schedule. It has been less than a week since we, like, became a vampire, and in that time, so much has happened.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital.
Was
Did he
been up
leave
to
or
question.
something?
Need to find him.
The important thing is I find him quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Great. How are you medically? Good, good.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Jonathan had the no good, very bad week. It's more like our actions are having an indelible effect upon the different districts, making them better or worse, and that's happening in a 24-hour cycle.
I hope I live long enough to see.
It's like that's how quickly things can change under these conditions. If we can find Dyson. Ooh, he's right over here, I believe. Hello. I have medicine for you.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Meds.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I just gave you stuff for free, my dudes. You're fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
It seems like a cool game. It is fun. It is fun. I didn't have a full understanding of the game before I started playing it, so it's completely by accident that in the midst of a global pandemic, I'm playing a game that takes place during a global pandemic. But it is fun. I like the level of, well, we can run around swiping at people, murdering people, doing all that sort of stuff. We've got whole tons of story to investigate, and also there's this additional level of making sure the different areas are healthy and wealthy and wise and whatnot. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. There's so much to do. So much room for activities. Games about pandemics give people agency they may not have in real life. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. It's nice to feel like we can actually accomplish something. Everybody likes that. No, I don't need a rat. I'm at full blood. Top left there. Look at me. I'm just stuffed full of blood. It's not necessarily mine, but it is blood.
Seems like the guard of Pruen is on Sean Hampton's trail.
Ooh. Okay, we've established then. Oh, that dude has a flamethrower. Okay, the spark has a flamethrower. Now we know. We also now know that. We also now know that not every enemy is immune. Well, is avoidable with our invisibility, and I guess that's fair. We want to keep wailing on this guy as much as we can, because I don't want to see his whoop. Nope, I want some of that. Ooh. Plague Inc is good, yeah. A lot of people. I imagine there's a lot of people.
The result of rabid rage.
I imagine there's a lot of people playing Plague Inc now.
He's become a murderous beast.
Nice of all of their pieces to extinguish as soon as they die. Very convenient. Very practical. It's up. there. Do I take this door? Yeah. Hello, Thames. I suppose I can warp up there. Nope. Go around. Nope. Also, WoW? Oh, yeah. WoW was legendary for that accidental epidemic. You refer to the cursed blood, plague. Do you mind, sir? Heal up a little bit. Yeah, I listened to the episode of Soulbones recently about that.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire.
Okay, we're getting
the
close.
body's still warm.
Ooh. Dudes, I was ready to help you guys, but okay. What are you even shooting? What is that? Okay, full blood. What is that? What are you are you using a biochemical weapon on me? My dude. That is not right. That is... You are breaking so many laws which admittedly probably don't exist in your time. Garlic gas? It could actually be garlic. That's a good point. That could be garlic gas somehow. But just... Dudes. Like, I've met your boss and everything.
Over there!
So if we kill these guys fast enough, they don't seem to alert each other. It's just a matter of doing that. Just out for a jolly jog in the night. Nothing to worry about. There we are, vampire senses. Oh, that's pleasant. Whoop. Huh. Okay. I was about to say this looks like a hospital. Actually, it looks like straight up triage. We'd love to have everybody here at the Pembroke.
It's locked.
Don't mind me, just dropping you blind.
People are still working at this time.
Giselle.
Good evening, miss.
Mustard
I'm
gas?
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Oh, joy.
May I have your
That
attention?
definitely is not right.
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to
Yeah,
look
we're
at your
about
fancy clothes
we're
to know
about
that
5
you
years
must
shy
be
of
desperate to visit the doctor.
Geneva
tonight.
Convention.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Whoa, yeah, honestly, yeah. Jonathan is a bit of a silver spoon, yeah.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Okay, are you healthy? Yes. Okay. Good, because
Well,
I don't have
I'll
any more
leave you
cure or
for
something.
now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I have cured so many ills on my way here. In some cases, terminally. Hello, sir.
Good evening, miss.
Oh, ma'am, my mistake, sorry.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Okay. Seen
I'm
Sean?
looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton
Oh, we're
is a
meeting
discreet
such
and dedicated
entertaining
man.
characters.
I'm sure you'll find him soon
Right.
enough.
Okay, are you healthy? Yes, good.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
As long as everybody's healthy when I leave, I'll be happy. Which mainly would probably be helped if I would stop losing them blind. But still. Sean. There you are. And you're also apparently healthy. Interesting. Sean.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Hi, Sender. Where do I start? Also, all you said was why the long face. None of these really fit with that. Yeah, you're recovering. The only sick person we found in the docks. Good, recovering. Also, have you yeah, your eyes have changed color. Oh lordy. Oh lordy.
How dare you welcome me as if everything is the same? We both know things have changed a lot, don't we?
I'm still me in here, just more alive, as a Skal. It's a new beginning, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Good to know. Harriet?
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
Did you mention the Skal part, right?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old
lantern.
sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
You could at least, like, I am very doubtful.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Dude, could you at least wash your face? Like, you're not being subtle here. We're gonna come back and the whole place is gonna be like burnt to the ground, aren't we? Or this will just be straight up a trap. There'll be like a garlic bomb or something. Well, stable. Let's keep it that way. I don't have a 100% grasp on what distinguishes a unstable district from a stable one, or a healthy one even. I think it is mostly... It might be like enemy difficulties. Not 100% clear.
Open!
Find the sewer entrance. That should be relatively straightforward. Like right here.
Get them weapons ready! We found one!
Oof. Okay, note to self. The Vicars are bothersome as well. Maybe the game has actually figured out how much I've been abusing invisibility.
Murderous bastard!
I wouldn't blame it, honestly. Sad Satan dying will probably lower stability. You're not wrong, because unfortunately he is a pillar of this particular location. So his death would considerably reduce stability, which we've sadly already seen from Dorothy Crane. How's Whitechapel doing? We have cured everybody there. It is moving up into stable status, and towards stable. It will most probably reach that the next time that we rest. Well, we've located the entrance. Now we have to explore the sewers. Yay! Where are we looking? That's the next question. Apparently I picked up shotgun shells. Okay. Locked door. With some gubbins behind it. Oh. I mean. Controls.
That doesn't work.
Oh, do I have to do a... Is this a machine puzzle? Is this what I have to do? Yep, I think it is.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Okay, but that one can't do anything because it is currently blocked.
That doesn't work.
Okay, so yeah, this is a machine puzzle. Must reach down there, especially for vampire senses. Almost undoubtedly. Right. And presumably I can just do this.
That gate should shut properly now.
Wow. I confess I did not anticipate that I would find a machinery puzzle in this game. There we go. Try very hard not to think about what you're thinking, what you're stepping in. Oh yes. I don't know what purpose these machines serve, but evidently they're serving it. Also, I'm not 100% certain if I can actually drown. What am I hearing? That's a rib cage. Okay then. That's a... I might be willing to give Hampton like the benefit of a doubt. Especially since that's a dead skull. Might. Oh yeah. There's definitely something around here. Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie dear. Cutscene. Oh, there's a skull. Whip. Oh, dude, we treat patience with that hand. This guy again, huh? Dude must have quite the tailoring build.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again.
I don't necessarily
the one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
Oh.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
Wait, wow, Wait, no.
The laws of Ascalon.
Oh good, we stand a decent chance if we use our spear a whole bunch.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name.
Whip. That's new.
Cannot comprehend.
Okay, a few more of these. Oh wait, no, I'm out of blood. Now I actually have to hurt him. Drut! Oh dude, stun locking.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. I shall tear thee apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells. down. Stay down.
Where are you?
Return to your apothecary and needles.
There we go. He actually wasn't that tough for being such a unit. Admittedly, this is lowest difficulty. It has to be said. We're playing this for story. Okay. Defeat the beast. Job done. Was that the sewer dog then? Now what? I don't see stairs. Find a spot to bamf, I guess. Wonder how the fair doctor became a vampire. Good question. We're still trying to figure that out. So is he. Ah, nope, locked. Or is it?
It's locked, all right.
Nope. This one? Yes. Was it the twilight that turned him? Oh god, hope not. Hope not. Well, hang on.
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
Is that an at least? I mean, can we cure them? Is that a thing that's even conceivable at this point? This feels like a different horror game. Like a very different horror game. I don't know why, but for a split second I saw those rocks and my brain auto-completed that to like a gigantic ancient eldritch stone face. Just, you know, just under the
How could he have made it this far?
Just under the ground. Feels like Deadpool sewers? Don't know.
Safe we are, still. Drink now. This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Hello? Am I... Sewer skulls? Oh. Oh, they're a lot more intelligent than I thought they were.
Not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean sent me.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who
The
are
plot
you?
thickens.
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Okay. It is you that shot. Why was that
Why
guy
was
after
that
you?
creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What was he besides a unit?
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
Huh. Well, I suppose we are... But I think Ashbury has already mentioned that we are of a particular breed of immortal.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire Society's elite.
Sorry,
in the
whoever's
Empire.
like crying in the
They make
background
the
there,
rules
could you
and
keep it down a
enforce
little
their
bit? I'm trying to
judgment
like
upon
dialogue here.
us whom they see as lessers.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Yeah.
The guard of Prewan is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
The Scars have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
I'm
Harriet
sure
Jones
I
is
treated her.
alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but
One
her
of those things I
body
can help.
is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Who's crying? And also, is there like... okay, no, it does not appear that there is a... there doesn't appear to be like a citizen menu for this particular territory. Interesting though. You okay? You doing all right there? Harriet? Am I about to have to make a moral choice?
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
You are messed up.
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Can you eat or drink?
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry.
I mean, it's not like the most hygienic of conditions.
I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
That suggests a ongoing transformation of some kind.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Do you desire to stay
So
here?
you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
Huh. Well, you said they couldn't eat, but okay.
Your room. The blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Welp.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin.
Wow.
But the coward still won't kill.
You are a piece of work, that's for sure.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well. Then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
Both undead.
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? anyone. Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers.
Who?
The shadows killed that bastard.
Who?
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord.
Oh, pretty
I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
What about the shadows?
Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick,
Dagon.
deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Welp. I think we actually have to commend Sean for his restraint. Odd way to go about it, and also, yeah, she is messed up. I genuinely don't know that there's anything I can do for you.
No more questions, Dr. Reed.
Well, oh, hello, Harriet. How you doing?
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Sure. Harriet.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam.
In what
I must
fashion?
go back to Sean.
Because if I can bring down a few pints, then
Your
I'd be glad
kindness
to.
has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Huh. I definitely have more
Thank
questions
you,
for you,
Bridget.
but oof.
I hope we'll meet again.
I probably need to go tell Sean that for at least the moment he's off the hook. Yeah, no new people here. Ooh, this is fascinating. So it's definitely by the sewer system. It might be the old London canals. Possibly bits of a railway. Like there's. Ooh, this is very This is definitely very fantastical kind of aesthetic here, but interesting. Also follow the arrows. Very convenient.
The vampire hunters will never find us here.
Now, in fairness, I have rarely attacked them first. They have usually been hostile to me. But still, feel kind of bad. Because I have killed a lot of skulls. Like a lot of skulls. This is going to be a game where I continually do things and then find out later that they were a bad idea, isn't it? Hopefully, curing everyone I can find isn't on that list. Different levels of feral, perhaps, you know? Okay. Just gonna...
It's locked.
Sean Hampton's night shelter. Okay. There are so... I feel like the polygons on this guy aren't quite right. There are so many bodies here. Sean, you might be back on my naughty list already. Ah, stairs. Hungry versus sated? I don't know that that's necessarily the difference. Ah, there you are.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
I'm surprised you can take communion.
Are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
For God's sake, John. I was nearly okay with you.
Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
I mean, yes. But also...
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Yep.
These are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Oh boy.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
Huh.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Certainly noble in intent, if not necessarily in action.
The wealthiest family in London. Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Uh-huh.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
I don't know about that. We're fairly certain there's an elder. They're probably millennia old.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
You do feed on corpses. I would like to trust him, but he makes it so hard. So hard.
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunched blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
Is it a bullet wound?
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament.
Well, that's a start.
Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Oh, and I'm missing a hint, really. He seems to actually be like a force for positivity here. We know Embrace is probably going to kill him. I don't really want to spare him, because I don't want to set him loose entirely. But
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
I'm so gonna regret this. New citizens available to kill. No, thank you. Hint failed. Oh, hint lost, apparently. Huh. Oh well. We didn't kill another pillar of the community, and I'm good for that. Well, I guess that means we missed a bit of the plot.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very
seriously. I was just done. What's in his hands? What's in his mouth? Looks like roses.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Oh no. Scouts would have been after my blood if you'd braced him. I mean, they already are.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Oh, great. Locate the man's flat in the borough, and then search the flat. It's in Red Rivers. Okay, that's good. That's good. Anyways, my eyes are positively dehydrated, and I'm getting a little bit on the hungry side. So, this is most likely because I did not get very much sleep last night. We had a rather early start today, and a very late sleep as well. So, I believe I should be calling it there for tonight, as soon as I can grab to a hideout and upgrade. Which, let me see, should be located to my direct right. Through here, possibly? Hey. Okay, Western Docks, good condition. Hi there. To my left. Aha. Consume. Yeah. Punish. Okay, so let's see what we can get for an ult. And then we can also see what effect we've had on the neighborhood. So let's go with... Ooh, let's go with Blood Cauldron. Level 14 required for that. Okay. Can we increase Shadow Veil even further? If we go this route, we get to the we can get it to the lowest. Level 18 required, but that will be 40-second cooldown between uses as opposed to 60, which is very good. Blood Spear free sounds good, but we don't have enough points for it. For a large Blood Spear, or we can split it into multiples, which will also be good. Hits all enemies facing you. Compared to the base ability, range and individual damage is reduced, though. Not sure which one I prefer. But, I think that's good. I think that's good. What about Shadow Mist? Should we upgrade that? Can we upgrade that? No, we can't. Okay, that's all we got for now, then. So, what has happened? Okay, Christian faith or cults? Yeah. Does that mean this has gotten better? Wait, how is it critical? I swear it wasn't critical before. Sanitary, as a possible consequence of the suspicion, the sanitary situation the doctor has drastically decreased. Deprived of a place to rest, the poor get sick from sleeping rough. Sean? 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 Also, how are you missing? I didn't do anything. I didn't get... What? Damn it! Dang it! It was fine before. Nice. Yep. Healthy status at Pembroke. Yeah. Prices and stocks of the merchants in this district may have changed. Yay. So you've got a headache, and you've got a headache. We've got a couple of headaches to cure in Slow Pembroke. Okay. Whitechapel is somehow serious? I could have sworn it was moving upwards. Everyone seems fine. Whatever that could be happening really is these three that we haven't encountered yet. Okay. West End. Still stable. Okay. We're gonna need to work heavily on the docks to get them up, I think. Wasn't stable yet? Okay, fair. Still, I believe that is considerable progress. And, Whitechapel is recovering from the loss of its crane. But, anybody, that is all I have for tonight. So, I will catch you all tomorrow at 7 with some more Dungeons & Dragons, followed at 9 with some random games. Then on Tuesday at 9, we have some more programming. If you've been following along the Discord, if you've been seeing the Odd Thing come out on Twitter, you'll get to see the whole thing on Tuesday at 9 with building blocks. And then on Wednesday, we have some more Dungeons & Dragons at 7. Ostensibly, we're getting a bit, I'm seeing reports of there being some scheduling issues, so we might have to postpone that one. But either way, on Thursday, we should still have some more Monster Hunter World at 9. And we'll be back for more Vampyr on Friday. Meanwhile, I do make videos over at youtube.com/comic. There's a fresh one out today on space engineers, and everything I do is powered by wonderful people like you at Patreon, at patreon.com/lying. Your assistance really is incredibly appreciated, especially in these dark times. But other than that, hope you've all enjoyed. I'll catch you all as ever next time.